And welcome. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do this week's Pick a Card Tarot reading for the week commencing 28th of September 2020. Okay, it's really simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5 and I will do a psychic tarot card interpretation for you. If you can't decide between, numbers, you can always pick more than one number, but if you pick 5 numbers, you might find that really confusing. So let's go to the board now and have a look what the cards have to say. If you're new, I'll just briefly explain. I like to do a psychic clairvoyant vision thing before I actually turn the cards over, because I find it gives a much clearer and deeper meaning of the energies about at the moment. So if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. All right, it's card number 1. Have you got your numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First number that pops in your mind now. All right, you can, if you like to, you can pick one of the numbers here before I even draw a card and focus on that now as well. Okay, so we're doing card number 1. Card number 1, white lambs. I see white lambs. The first thing that pops into my mind is be careful if you've picked card number 1 that you don't sacrifice yourself too much this week. You may agree to do something for somebody else and then it turns, from a small thing into a big thing. So do put limits on how much self-sacrifice you're prepared to do if you've picked card number 1. If you're a Christian, you'll already know that Christ has already made the ultimate sacrifice. So there's no need for us to keep on sacrificing ourselves on a regular basis. And every time you wear a cross or you have a cross in your house, you're affirming that sacrifice will be made. So if you want to wear a cross or you want to keep a cross in your home, just be aware what it means. You're putting out to the universe that you're prepared to make a sacrifice. Okay, so card number 1 is the Fool card. This is about stepping out and doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Okay, it's about taking a risk. I guess in innovative terms, modern innovative terms, this is what they call iteration, because you start something and then you change it, you tweak it as you go along in small little tweakable amounts. And so you might want to start a project or a new job or something and maybe not commit entirely to it 110%. You might just, commit to a certain amount of work or something like that. And then the situation comes up so that you can change it as you go along. But this is about taking a risk, stepping out, taking action. There's opportunities here because she's got a green top. This could also affect your money in a positive way. Do be careful with investments at this time, because I know that some economies are going hell for leather, but with all of the basic fundamentals not stacking up, it's only a matter of time before they collapse. So if your economy has loads and loads of debt, and all economies do, but if you really have a huge amount of debt at the moment, this is not the time to be taking more risk. Okay, there's a little dog here trying to stop her from stepping out and doing what she wants to do. There's a sort of dry land, so she's been quite logical, but now she's going to take a leap of faith, and she could end up in the water here, or she could sprout wings and fly. If you end up in the drink, it's not the end of the world, because there could be some sunken treasure that you'll find as a result of going down deep into your subconscious. And so sometimes, we go down there and it might feel like going to hell or a very perilous journey. I know I've done it many times. But then you come up with talents and abilities that you didn't know you had. Extra confidence and things like that. So if you pick card number 1, this is a week to step out. Card number 2. Card number 2, I'm going with that one there. Closing my eyes now, I see blue sky, big picture thinking, time not to get caught in the details, but time to look at the overall concept. I see a door opening up. There's white marble columns, a sort of, I don't know, Greco-Roman type of style of column. I see a mask full of diamantes. And a mask is a mask that you put on. It's a role that you play, but it's not the real you. So, yeah, put that on. Try that on. See how that feels. But just be aware it's not your authentic self. No matter how good it looks, it's not the real you. So don't get caught up in that situation where, like some actors, for example, or celebrities, they play a role and in the end they have some sort of meltdown because it's all too much to keep the whole ball rolling. You know, that's why if you're being yourself, you can just be like that all the time and it's not too much to continue because it's you. The Sun card, this is beautiful. This is about insight, awareness, happiness, security, stability, warmth, comfort, okay? And the people around you may bask in your warm glow. So you may attract new friends, you might have sort of a peacefulness, a comfortable feeling that people feel really at home with this week. But at the very least, you're likely to have some wise insights and awarenesses into what your situation is. Looking at the third card this week, for the week commencing 28th of September 2020. Closing my eyes now, what do I see? I see gold. Gold jewellery, particularly bracelets, gold chains. Haircut, time for a haircut. This can also mean maybe getting more logical and analytical and in touch with your male side. Think of Delilah and Samson. Samson had the long hair, and hair is symbolic of femininity. So when Delilah cut his hair, she took away his feminine sort of strength, his feminine intuition, his feminine psychic ability, receptivity, beingness, and he lost power. Okay, so this week you just don't go overboard. If you're going to go do the masculine stuff, just don't go overboard. Do keep in touch with your femininity and your masculine side as well, because we need a balance these days. The divine feminine and masculine need to be equally represented. And we have the Six of Wands. Okay, now this is a lovely energy. She receives recognition, she receives approval. There's green and blue here, and the colours go so well together. So greens from the heart chakra, blues from the throat chakra, expressing what you love. Okay, see she's won some sort of accolade or award, an Emmy or an Oscar for the role that she's played. Remember, I was just talking before on number 1 about seeing diamante masks. So yes, it's great to play a role and know that yes, your role is your job. Your role is your position in the family, sister, mother, brother, father, whatever role, lover, whatever. They're all roles and they're just pieces of our personality, but not the whole of who we are. Because when we actually leave here, when we leave this planet, we are infinite immortal beings that go on forever, and this is another lifetime. This is just one lifetime of many. But this is great for love. If you just meet someone, you want to put on the best face that you can put on. You don't want to scare them off when you're just getting started. So yeah, it's a good energy, and you're likely to receive recognition this week. You could be feeling very motivated to succeed. You could be feeling more confident, more vital. Okay, let's have a look at card number 4. Card number 4. Card number 4. Going with that one there. I'm getting sort of orangey colours like behind me in the background there. Orange, tangerine, apricot, sunset types of colours, and the purples in there as well. Number 4, doors opening in front of me, steps here, flight of steps, lots of action that needs to be taken. Do be careful that you don't get tired though. I do see a lounge chair and sitting down and the feeling of exhaustion. Don't overdo it this week if you pick card number 4. Okay, Queen of Wands. This is a great, beautiful card. Here's your oranges here in the background of the throne that she is seated on. Okay, so this means that she's grounded in practical reality. Wands is all about being motivated and inspired, but grounding it in the physical world. So see, she's seated here, she's been taking action, but yeah, she could be feeling tired, but this motivation will keep her going because there's a sense of achievement with it. There's a beautiful Bengal cat here. You know how I love my Bengal cats. I've got 2 of them. Prince Harry has gone quiet. He did have a bit to say before right at the start, but he's quiet at the moment. So this is about being in touch with your instinct, the instinctual side of yourself, okay? The psychic ability, the intuition often goes with that. Now you'll see this baseball bat here for action, and you'll see the sunflowers here, which is about the sun, insight, awareness, stability, comfort, those things that I mentioned before. And here she's wearing a crown with a whole lot of green buds. So new growth coming as a result of the inspiration and the motivation that she puts out. The Queen of Wands. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to card number 5. Number 5 is alive. I'll take that one because it's sticking out. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I get the colour green again. Growth, opportunity. Sometimes it's to do with money. Okay, now I'm on a yacht and we're in the ocean. It's almost like I'm in a race, but it's invigorating. It's exciting. And the yacht is really going hell for leather. The waves are big. And so it's a bit turbulent, but we're making great speed. And it's almost like the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. You know how the water down there towards Tasmania is very rough sometimes. So, but it's daytime and it's all going okay. Yes, there is a bit of danger, but we're managing. It's fine. Okay, the card is the 2 of Wands. Well, this is interesting because we've got 2 major arcana and 3 wands. 2 of Wands allows you to get out of your restrictions, your limitations this week. You'll see the stone wall here. Usually it's a bit harder to get out of the limitations, but because we've got this gap here, we can easily step out, or more easily step out of whatever it is that's limiting us, including our beliefs, our belief patterns, and especially our belief patterns about ourselves. Action to be taken. Here's the baseball bats. Red for action, blue for self-expression, and she's burning sage. It's about finding balance between your situation now and where you want to be, okay? And in order to do that, you need to let go of some limitations so you can move forward. Alrighty, so some great cards there this week. Now, I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you. So for the week commencing 28th of October 2020, yes, so I've got green palm trees here. Again, the green theme, growth, opportunity, expansion. I've got flowers, but they're not like the flowers that we see here on earth. These are spiritual flowers and they're starting to open up and blossom. And they have a really heavy, thick perfume that is very strong. Not the same as gardenia, but similar. That sort of real heavy kind of aroma, that perfume. It's beautiful and it's different and it's in spirit. Okay, so this is more to do with how you feel and the subtle background effects that that you may be experiencing, you know, in your feelings. Okay, the background. Okay, so there's a blue rose here as well. If you've had some sadness in the past and some tears about having to let go of situations, family, friends, lovers, you might get a hint of that coming up this week, but they're healing tears, and just let it all flow and go, and you'll find then, even Harry says yes to that, you'll find that you feel better. There's somebody putting a lei around my neck. Welcome Hawaii. Anybody in Hawaii tuning in? Hello and welcome. Aloha. And because I see the lei here. Okay, so you might be thinking also about travel, but I don't feel there's enough energy to necessarily go ahead and do anything, but it might be on your mind, okay, this week. And anything else for everybody? Okay, so I've got some clouds here in the sky and they're grey, so there's sort of confusion because grey's like that. Sort of dull, and but they are moving very quickly. They're in the grey. It's a green grey, so this could be particularly for Australians because it's the green grey of the eucalyptus leaf. Although you do have eucalyptus in America now, I believe in California. So anyway, if you've got any connection with eucalyptus, this is particularly for you. Okay, if you've got eucalyptus trees in your area. So the green grey, you know, when it hails, you get this, the sky has this green grey effect. And so do be careful of your vehicles. There could be some hail coming, some storms coming because of the green grey. But I've got the sun here and it's all changing very rapidly. So it is blowing away, and the sun, it's almost like the rays of the sun are pushing the green grey away. Those clouds, yeah, yep, that's the green. I know that green grey of hail when it's going to hail. Okay, I see a ladder. I think I see lots and lots of people climbing up, like thousands of people climbing up a ladder to get themselves out of a hole, to get themselves out of the green grey and towards the sun, the warmth of the sun. So this week for everybody, there is a lot of sun energy, insight, awareness, comfort, and even some happiness there as well. Okay, so that's a great note to finish on. I always like to finish on a happy note if I can. And so just as I opened my eyes, I also saw the waves, and they look pretty big, but they're okay, they're manageable. So that's enough to push you forward very quickly, but I don't see it turning into a storm. So I don't see it turning into a negative situation. You might go a bit quicker than you might like, in fact, so you could get, oh, things are happening faster than I thought type of feeling. Okay, have a great week, everybody, and I shall see you again soon. Okay, thanks again, and don't forget, if you're new, please consider subscribing and click that notification bell right now. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.